Yo. We back in this bitch, man. 4K crazy. Rollo TV in the building, man. Got my boy Money Mans, man.
Yes, Sirski. You know what it is, man.
Shit, man.
Y'all know what it is and y'all know what it ain't,
Man,
man.
we still serving, man. We still serving, yo. Low. This week, man, we can't cap it down, bro. We gotta keep it real, bro. We did miss our weekly scheduled vid.
Tight, that's my bad.
It is my bad on the post. I did not post, bro. I was having technical difficulties and I did not post. But that episode is recorded, fully loaded, and ready to drop. So it's just like this consistency shit that we was, hype about and doing. Like, bro, life be lifing. But it's like, it's not an excuse to stay down. Like, niggas just gotta regroup and spin the block, bro. Like, two weeks, we hit it back to back. Execution was A1. The third week came. Niggas just ghosted the chat, bro. Like, it was quiet, and I felt shitty, bro, because I got all the way to my house, bro. And I was like, nigga, we ain't record.
Bruh, I got home Thursday. I went to sleep, and I knew. I was like, bro, I need to sleep before I go to this podcast, or else I'm going to be like in and out of consciousness. Yeah, low energy. So I went to sleep at like 6:30. Boy, when I woke up, it was 12 midnight. I said, oh, fuck. I said, oh, man.
Yeah, bro, that's nasty work. That shit nasty work, bro.
I said, damn.
That's nasty work, bro.
You gotta redo this one, bro.
Yeah.
It's my bad, y'all.
So, what y'all think about accountability, man, and how do we build teams? Like, what's some solutions you could think of, Clint, on your side?
The accountability shit.
Yeah, just building a team and holding true to our goals and holding true to what we set out.
Shit.
Because there's many a times I told myself I was gonna be consistent and focused.
No cap. I think the biggest thing is just like, because at first, when you first start in it, it's like,
energy.
It's like, you get going for a little bit, but then it's like, once you start doing it a couple times, and I think you're not seeing the fruits of the labor just yet, then you're kind of like, you start slowing down, but you gotta be delusional a little bit. You gotta kind of like be a visionary and be like, nah, bro, like, because the formula is pretty simple.
Yeah,
consistency equals growth, and you get results.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So the formula is
worst case
simple.
scenario, 2 years of your life dedicated to something consistent.
Exactly. And that's all it take, bro.
But majority of us just can't fucking figure that shit out.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I don't know.
Sundown kids in the toilet. I didn't even do drugs. Sundown kids in the toilet. I didn't even do drugs.
Oh, it gets in the way. Like, bro, for me, I wasn't asleep. I was wide awake. And nigga, I didn't even think about it. You feel me? I just went home. Yeah.
You didn't. Damn.
I was just tired, bro. I had a full day at the shop, bro. Buddy just packed my shit up and went home, dude. Like, I was sitting there just like not unconsciously just going home back into my routine before I made these commitments and these words. You know what I'm saying like, nigga, we gonna build some shit. Niggas was like, yo, we gonna be the next RDC for real if we really try. Nigga, I went home. Didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
Went to sleep.
Damn.
Crazy. Yeah, man.
Shit.
But I think before I slept, I was like, bro, what the fuck, bro? And I texted the chat, like the group chat, like, bro,
yeah, bro.
gang, bro, like, what the fuck, we on, bro?
I seen that shit when I woke up. I was like, oh, fuck. That's weird. I think the biggest thing is just, it's like you said, it's really just understanding that, let me put these days in. It's kind of like when you go to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not getting paid in that instant. I mean, you are getting paid, but that money hasn't reached your account until payday. You know what I'm saying? But you still are consistently going, consistently performing, even though you won't see the fruits of your labor until payday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would be different if you, like, at the end of every day, you see the bread that you made instantly coming to your account.
Because that's an instant gratification.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? But it's shit like this where it's like, you look at anybody who's ever done it, you know what I'm saying? Even niggas like, what's that one nigga? Pee-wee. PewDiePie.
PewDiePie, right?
PewDiePie. Some of the biggest YouTubers, Speed, Kai Cenat,
Kai. Everyone.
KSI, all these niggas. I remember when these niggas were just posting little tiny, like
Little
small,
shit posts.
yeah, little shit posts, little simple vlogs. I remember because I was a big DDG guy.
Okay,
growing up.
okay.
Man, that man DDG is the reason why I like to call him the GOAT, bro.
Yeah.
That dude is the GOAT of YouTube, in my opinion. I remember watching him, and really it was after he broke up with his girl at the time, and moved out and dropped out of college and moved to Cali to just go full time on the YouTube shit. And he was just doing his daily vlogs.
Every day.
Yeah, every
By itself?
At first it was like maybe every week.
Yeah.
Then he was like, dang, I need to do more. So then he started posting every day. I'm like, damn, he's posting every day. And then he started doing double in a day. Bro, he got to a point. I remember 2017, 2018. If you're a real DDG fan, you know it. This nigga would post 3 times in one day, bro.
Like full vids?
Full like 20-minute vids.
Oh wow.
And the thing about it,
Damn,
it wasn't like bullshit. I mean, when you post that much, some videos are gonna be
Yeah,
bullshit.
for sure.
But the thing about DDG that I will always give him credit for, he finds a way to make this shit interesting, bro. He knows how to keep a story going. He would have like these mini series. Like he'll take a girl out on a date and he'll show maybe the first part of how the shit was going, and then he'll leave you on a cliffhanger on one video, and then the next video picks back up from
the cliffhanger.
Yeah, from the cliffhanger, and he'll just keep it going. Hit you with another cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Keep going.
You're addicted to it.
I gotta give DDG credit. That nigga is goated. I remember when he bought his first equipment to start rapping, bro.
So he was already a lit nigga.
Yeah, YouTube wise.
Let's start rapping.
Yeah, I remember he just hit a mill. He had just hit a mill, and then he had moved over to a new channel. Yeah. Brand new. He just started over on a new channel. He was like, yeah, well, everyone start, and then he did it there. And he was just grinding.
That
And
nigga's
then,
a maniac.
bro, he was going
He
insane.
Floyd Mayweather that shit, man.
Yeah, cause so he would have like one channel for like certain types of vids, like prank vids or event videos, like something that he would do.
Yeah.
And on that channel, then he would have another channel just straight vlogs, pure vlogs. And he made like a DDG family channel where he would take video of him and all his family and shit like
the
that.
little nephew.
And he was just running it up, because once you catch the formula, you understand how this shit goes. Because I always wondered, like, he my age, but he living out in Cali, in a condo, by himself.
Dolo.
How? Oh, this nigga just running it up on YouTube. He's running it up.
It's probably easier to do what he did than it is to work a job, bro. What you think? As far as the labor and the
look at
nigga, 8 hours, like you can vlog like 4 hours a day, nigga. I had 3 videos worth of content.
Hey, 100%. When I look back at it, sometimes I be wishing I didn't stop.
Yeah, bro.
With my YouTube shit back in the day.
Yeah, niggas always feel that feeling like, damn, I fucking stopped.
Exactly.
That regret.
Cause it's like when I understand. So someone I saw this one quote. They was like, a salary is what they give you
To forget about your dream.
Yeah, to like kill your dream. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when I really sat and thought about it, I gotta wake up. I gotta go clocking at this job and make the money that. I'm at a cap. I can't make any more money than this in a year.
No matter what.
Unless I
And you might get
raise.
extra responsibilities.
Yeah,
they do that a lot of times.
You feel me?
But
why not take that same time that I'm giving to make somebody else richer? Why not take that same time and apply it to my own shit?
Yeah.
And even though I might not make any money in the beginning, I can eventually make some bread. And now I'm uncapped. I can make anywhere from 100,000 to 300,000.
But if we being for real too, if you look at it right, most niggas work 8 hours a day. if you just like worked 2 hours a day towards some shit you care about, you probably gonna get rich off of those 2 hours a day, compounded over 2 years.
Facts.
Like guaranteed
Facts.
for most people, unless you have like some mental illness or something, or you're just doing something that everyone hates universally and no one support. But if you like 8 hours in someone's system, somebody's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm an owner of a business, bro. You know how hard it would be, right, for one of my barbers to out earn me in my barbershop? Bro, you're gonna have to bust your ass to out earn me. Because it's my house, it's my system that I built, designed, nigga. I set the tone because I'm the founder of the shit. So it's like, nigga.
Yeah.
So now when we take it back to the corporate world, there's niggas is in upper management, CEOs or whatever the fuck. They kind of like looking at these niggas grinding hours on hours, and you ain't scratching a fraction of the nigga that's your manager. He's a manager. He not, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yo, if you really just step outside of the box on your own shit for a fraction of your talent, a fourth of your talent, and just have something, like, I think it's important that everybody has something. Like, it don't have to be business, it don't have to be content. But like, bro,
It could be
like,
anything.
Yeah, bro, like, you like chess, like, play chess really well, practice that, hone that skill, bro. There's no ceiling on shit like that.
Yeah.
And then you could go play the best nigga in Russia, bro, at a big ass tournament, and you gotta be at work tomorrow morning. But that's cool. But like, bro, you got something unique to you.
Exactly.
That just like opens so many doors because you built this, and that's why niggas is shooting these vids, bro. Cause like I cut hair, bro, but I know the niggas that watch this video ain't all my customers. These is like, this shit getting out into the world, and like I never know where it's gonna take me. And the conversations that I end up having based off of what we do here, it just opens other doors. And it's like, yo, once that like that light switched in my head, I was like, bro, I need to stop like playing with this shit, bro. 'Cause like the more responsibilities you get, like the less time you have, the more you gotta be intentional about where you're going in life, and like
100%.
do more. Like this shit is the ultimate leverage, bro. Like this shit right here, this phone right here, bro, it's the ultimate leverage, bro.
100%, bro. And like, I fully agree with you. That's why now I'm like, man, I'm about to just lock in, bro. I'm about to just lock in and just find something to just grind in. You know what I'm saying? Take it to the next level and just take these risks. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always been like, oh, let me just take the safe route and just kind of just stick to the safe route. And now, you know, I'm working and shit like that, and I have something that like, boom, I can always fall back on. I'll always be Gucci,
Definitely.
or I will always make a minimum amount of money, I should say.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of like I'm thinking, all right, I found my minimum. But what's my maximum? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
What is my maximum? And the only way I can find my maximum is if I
do some
go
shit.
do some shit.
Yeah,
I gotta go find some shit to do. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I'm not gonna say that I regret, because you know what I'm saying, you can't really regret shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, okay, I understand what I missed out on, or I understand what I could have put my time towards.
Yeah.
Now it's time to put it in now.
Just put it in, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I was watching some shit on Andrew Tate, and the nigga was talking about, he was basically talking about the same conversation we having now about how people, they're scared to like turn their dreams into reality. And he was talking about how most people will work a job and forget about their dreams, or they'll talk about, oh yeah, I need to do this, I know, I want to do this and that, but you just stick with the safer route and stay with your job. And he was talking about basically how if you don't, you know what I'm saying, if you got a dream but you don't make a plan.
Yeah.
Because that's what I noticed, especially with the youth nowadays. I'm saying the youth like I'm not young, or like we not young, but especially when you ask like the younger cats and stuff, they be like, oh yeah, I got a plan or I got a dream that I want to do this.
Yeah.
And then you ask them, all right, so what's your plan? Like, tell me step by step how
Yeah.
you going to achieve it. Oh, I'm a, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this for a little bit, then I'm doing this for a little bit, da 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 da. And you hear that shit, and you like, oh hell no, bro. The
Yeah,
fuck?
bro, that's some bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? Like I understand the goal that you got, but what's the plan? What are you doing? What's the daily deposits that you're doing every single day that guides you towards that goal?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to buy a brand new car? Okay, I got to start putting this money aside every single check, every single
To
check.
have it, right.
You know what I'm saying? To eventually get to it. You feel me? It's the same thing with a dream. Oh, eventually I want to hit 1 million subscribers. Well, damn it, I need to post consistently on a weekly basis, every single week. Eventually get to maybe every 3 days, every 2 days, every day.
Yeah.
Get to posting. You know what I'm saying? Get to posting, and then you'll see the fruits of your labor. So that's why I think the biggest thing, I can only speak on my end, but biggest thing for me was just, okay, I see what I want to do. Now it's time to do the daily deposits.
Okay.
Daily deposits, daily deposits, daily deposits. And that's where sometimes shit could be like, fuck. I just got home from work and it's like, fuck,
Yeah.
bro.
You're like, damn, bro.
I gotta do this shit. But then it's like, fuck, I gotta do it.
You got to.
I gotta do it. Or
just be content with whatever you have.
Exactly.
And that's like, nah. At this age and stage, I feel like, bro, I'm 32 and I'm just like, eesh. I did 10 years of my 20s as a broke 20-something-year-old. You know what I mean? I have no interest, my nigga, in doing a broke 30-year-old phase. Like,
fuck no.
I have no interest. Like, that's dead.
That's
And it's like, yo, you know, shit is working now. Shit's turning around for the better. And, like, you catching that altitude. But it's like, I want to explode my altitude versus, like, just a slow grind another decade. And you said that shit. You said something a little earlier, like, what did you say? Something about people scared of getting their vision. What did you say?
I said people they're scared to like take that risk, because you know society, especially with the way society's built, they don't want you to be rich. The shit that Andrew Tate was saying was most people think in order to get rich there are 2 ways: by luck. You happen to create something, invent some bullshit, or you happen to win the lottery, or you just get lucky and get rich,
Right.
or you get rich by working one job and working your way up, eventually becoming like a higher up and shit like that.
I never saw it.
And shit like that. He was like, that's how most people think.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get rich, and most people end up taking the safer route by, okay, let me just work my way up, and stuff like that. And the nigga in the video was like, I got rich. I was broke at 26, and at 28 I became a billionaire. A millionaire. Then at 30 I bought my first Bugatti. The time that I took, he was like, if you got a plan and it takes more than 2 years, that's not a plan, that's a dream. You know what I'm saying? He was like, that's not a plan, that's a dream.
That's a dream.
The time that I took in those 2 years to just grind and work on myself to become the person that I from being dead broke at 26 to being a millionaire at 28. If I could do this shit, anybody could do it.
I believe it too, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I do believe
So yeah, that's what he was saying. That shit.
But okay.
But
because
so
of
rich.
you saying that, I noticed within myself, right? I've been afraid, not of failure, because I know I'm capable. So I've never been fearful of failure. But what I have been fearful of, bro, is success, bro.
Oh shit.
And that was a hard reality to swallow, my nigga. Like, bro, I'm afraid of success, my nigga. Like, to a degree, I'm afraid of success. Like, because that's outside of my comfort zone. That's something I don't know. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, nigga, if I do get all this money and success and this shit just works out, how are people gonna treat me that I grew up with? How my family gonna see me? Who am I gonna hang out with Cause I don't want to come back to the hood and be a target.
You can't.
Or I don't want to go around certain people and they be like, oh, that nigga get money. And like niggas like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been fearful in certain circumstances, bro. It's like, man, let me just walk it slow. Let me just, cause I know, like, nigga, this is some shit I can do in my sleep. You feel me? Like, you're not even conscious.
Yeah.
But you're unconsciously, everything that you've done in your life, you've done it unconsciously. So it's like, that's your comfort zone. Like, you could fuck up and still succeed at your status quo. But as a successful motherfucker, like, yo, I got a company of 50 people that depend on me to feed their kids. So shit like that it's like, that might not be like everybody's comfort zone. That's like, ooh, you gotta grow to that. Cause it's like, damn, I got 50 motherfuckers. Like, if I don't pay them this week, they all gonna starve. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something that every person is just wake up ready for. Oh yeah, this is who I am. I'm that person. That like my what I do in my company pays for all these niggas' lives and vacations and health insurance and all that shit. So for me, looking at my life and myself, I've never wanted to be a person that you know, so what's the word? Like, get in a position, like posturing, right? Posturing like, oh, I got all the answers, and then you fuck around and you fail these people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's like, ooh, nigga, do I really want that smoke? I want the fruits, but do I want the smoke when shit goes left? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, damn, nigga, am I afraid to get in that position and fuck some shit?
You know, that is actually a very good point.
You've been
I
afraid
never
of success.
thought about it from that standpoint, because you're right. When you kind of like, because that kind of explains why, like, some people are perfectly fine just working a 9 to 5, making a certain amount of bread,
kicking it.
got their crib, got their family,
Car.
got their dog, their
Ugly
car,
bitch.
and
Ugly
they're
bitch.
satisfied with that
Yeah,
shit.
and they're cool.
You know what I'm saying?
And they cool as a fan.
You feel me?
They
Like,
good.
they cool and they content with that shit, because this is
Ain't
like,
nothing wrong with that.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, by the way, because just like, you know the saying, more money, more problems, bro. More money comes
It
with
is
more
more
problems.
shit going on.
Yeah.
I want to say, is it more problems? Is it just more moving parts to your life?
Well,
You get more moving parts.
more moving parts that if you are somebody who, because people like that are kind of driven, and you are, and like when you start making a certain amount of money, especially get into that higher class, and you're making over, let's say, 150,000, you know what I'm saying? You usually are like, you expect things to go certain ways. But once you start making money at that point, there are certain things that you can't control that bother you. You know what I'm saying? For example, when you start making bread, family members, they gonna be,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
And
They looking at you like,
they looking
save
at
me,
you.
nigga.
You feel me? Like, yo, come
Save
save me.
me.
But
Yeah.
it's like, hold on, bro. Like, yeah, you'll be dead wrong if you just be like, nah. But at the same time, when is it gonna be like, bro, I did this shit, why can't you do this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, when is that line of demarcation where it's like, all right, I gotta put my foot down and be like, no.
Bro, as
You
a
know what I'm
nigga
saying?
who hasn't touched nowhere near that type of money, I'm on that no vibe. Like, no. Because a nigga
100%.
asked me last week some wild shit. That he just was like in desperate need. And this is a person who I given advice to years ago before his situation got this bad. It's like, bro, you probably need to look into getting a trade or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So that, because you know you ain't no school guy. You know you're not going to work in no corporate situation. Why the fuck would you stay in retail? Like, you're a nigga in retail. And now, like, come on, bro. The ceiling is so fucking low.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're selling your shit. You're selling some other person's shit. And they're not even going to make you, like, you got to fight to be a manager in their shit. So it's just like, bro. So anyway, needless to say, bro, the dead end came to his face in the year 2025. And he's like, bro, just give me a chance, bro. Please, bro. Please, I just really need this. And I'm like, nigga, no, bro. Because I told you 5 years ago, like, no, bro. Like it's not. This is not our first occurrence of this shit, and you're older than me on top of that.
Damn.
And you're trying to use whatever resources I seem to have, or that you perceive that I have,
Yeah.
to lend to you. But it's like, bruh, I don't know what other bullshit gonna come with that, right? And so if the reason why I feel like I'm afraid of success is in those uncomfortable moments where this nigga's asking me this shit. It's like I'm not even flat telling the nigga no. I'm just telling him under these conditions we could possibly make it work. I want to see what your situation is. Who are you currently living with?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's going on with you. Because this is a good friend. This is somebody who I don't want to see just go outside.
Yeah.
But it's also like, my nigga, like, you not even giving me enough information to even assess this shit for real. And that's also fishy as fuck, and I don't like that. And I don't want to be responsible for the nigga's life. And you fuck around and just crash out, bottom out, and die on some shit. So it's just also, it's like at that level, I'm feeling that discomfort of the small level of success that I've attained in my life, to where this nigga now is like coming to me like that. I don't want to go further. Sometimes I do want to go further on the side of the selfish side of, oh, I could go unlimited vacations. I could buy this, put my kid in private school, this and that. I could do that. But now the other side of that coin is, nigga, you get 10, 15 more of those niggas at that same type of time.
Yeah.
It's like, golly, bro.
Nah, you're not lying.
So even if I had it, bro, I don't think I'll let niggas know. It wouldn't be known.
That's exactly
Just
how
hide
I
it.
would move.
Yeah, just
That's
hide
exactly
it. Hide
how
the
I would
success, man.
move.
Fuck that shit.
Um,
I don't need you to know I'm successful.
Yeah, because there's just shit. Even if like you can only mask it so much.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
Only two, so
Only to so much. People got loose lips. Somebody gonna come over and say like, "Damn, nigga, you living good," like and shit like that.
you went where? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you did what? Da, 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 da.
And there's
plus-
so many unsuccessful people.
Exactly.
It's you're outnumbered.
You're outnumbered to it, so everyone's just going to be. And one thing I've noticed is like everybody wants to like think of like analogy like this. Everybody wants a nice cooked meal. When they see you eating a nice cooked meal, they like, yo, let me get some of that.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to go in the kitchen
They do that shit.
and buy the ingredients. And then come home to the kitchen and cook that shit in order to make that good meal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Most successful people, that's what ends up happening. What I always tell people is like, I'm not finna cook this meal for you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know how to get success,